Hello everyone and welcome back to WWE 13 Universe. I am your host Hitch and you are watching ECW. Kicking things off with the former ECW World Heavyweight Champion. Very interesting way to kick off ECW. We've been told that Mark Henry has come out here tonight to kick off ECW with the challenge of the new ECW World Heavyweight Champion, Stone Cold Steve Austin, facing him man-to-man, one-on-one to kick things off. Mark Henry immediately wants to get his hands on the brand new champion. He has demanded that Stone Cold Steve Austin accepts this challenge and faces him. Well, Stone Cold is in fact scheduled for a one-on-one match later on tonight against a very interesting opponent, Dolph Ziggler, who defeated Eddie Guerrero on the road to SummerSlam to really earn this opportunity at Stone Cold Steve Austin tonight. There has been some history between Stone Cold and Dolph Ziggler in the past. I believe Stone Cold used Ziggler as a bit of a stepping stone to become a top contender here on ECW at one point. So Dolph looking to get redemption over the ECW World Heavyweight Champion, but nonetheless, Mark Henry wants Austin to accept this challenge, and he wants him now. Oh. Well, here comes the general manager. Maybe he's got a thing or two to say. Wait, what? Or perhaps he's coming to the ring to actually face off with Mark Henry. You know, it's no secret that there is some tension between the man behind Dude Love, Mr. Mick Foley, and Mark Henry. We saw Mankind return to ECW last week and kind of school Mark Henry a little bit in the closing moments of that gauntlet matchup, choking him out with the mandible claw. This is not going to make Mark Henry a very happy man, I'm going to tell you that now. He wanted the ECW champion, he wanted Stone Cold Steve Austin, and whilst I'm loving what I'm seeing right here, it feels so good to see this man in the ring once again. I don't necessarily agree with what I'm seeing. I don't think this is the right move for Mr. Dude Love. Dude Love with a big right hand, and yeah, it looks like the ECW general manager has decided he'll take it upon himself to accept the open challenge of Mark Henry, who is definitely looking to put some real punishment on the man that choked him out last week on ECW, really humiliated the world champion. Mark Henry says that he will get back on top. He will become ECW World Heavyweight Champion again when it's all said and done. Blames Eddie Guerrero for his loss last night at last Sunday at SummerSlam. Sorry, not last night. Still got Raw in my head. That was yesterday I recorded that. I will admit these uploads may be getting a little bit slow. They won't be going back to their like one-a-day routine they were in at the start of the year. But I think my best formula, my best approach I can think is whenever I get the chance to record some Universe, I'm gonna just set aside an hour or so and I'm gonna do one episode. I was initially trying to do 1 week at a time, or 2 of the 3 episodes in that week at a time, and I think it was just kind of killing me. It was just too much. You know, I like doing this, I really do. I enjoy doing Universe, but I have to be honest with myself, and sometimes I just can't do it that much. Like, it's just not in me, I guess, enough. So, I'm doing what I can, and if that ends up being that you just kind of get 1 episode of each show in a week, because I get 3 days off of work a week, so I only really get a chance to record a Raw, ECW, and a SmackDown, and then, like, you know, a pay-per-view that might kind of stilt that a little bit. I don't really know how it's gonna work. All I know is I'm gonna do my best to just kind of get episodes out where and when I can, basically. I'm gonna try to at least have, you know, one to 3 episodes a week if I can help it. because I can't always guarantee on my days off of work I'm going to have the chance to record this, but I want to try and make this a little more consistent than it is at the moment, because the reason the series went away for 2 months between August and October is it was just burnout. It was just being so sick of doing it as much as I was. Just had no motivation, no desire to do it. And it wasn't as bad as, you know, when I dropped the previous version of this universe and everything. There are a lot of contributing factors to why that one went away. It wasn't just burnout. You know, I'm not like done with it. It's just I had to try and find a way to make it work for me because it was just a little too much. You know, recording 10 matches in a day, that's long. It's very long, and it's a long time to keep up the commentator shtick. So this is, I think, the best solution for me that I could come up with, and I hope that people will like. Still, I mean, in the end, it means more universe. That's really all it means. It means you'll be getting universe, not going away for 2 months if I can help it. Mark Henry. Oh, whoa, what is this? Mark Henry off the top. Going for a double axe handle. One of the most successful moves in all of wrestling history, of course. The general manager of ECW is biting the former world champion. He just bit him on the forehead. You know, I gotta ask, one thing that's been on my brain is, with Mick Foley back in action, what does this mean for the ECW World Tag Team Championship? Will Cactus Jack and Chainsaw Charlie be pursuing their former glory? We got the new champions Epico and Primo on the scene. We were told that there was a backstage altercation between the ECW management and the former World Tag Team Champions who lost their titles at SummerSlam, the Road Warriors. There has been a walkout of ECW. The Road Warriors have said they are finished with ECW. They've had enough because they were told that they would not be given a rematch as there were 0 successful defenses during their 33-day reign as World Tag Team Champions. So Epico and Primo got off free from the Road Warriors on that one. They will not be defending against the Road Warriors as they never earned a rematch. You have to have at least 1 successful defense under your reign as champion in order to get a rematch. That is a well-known fact here in this universe. You can't just get a rematch. Wait a minute, what? What in the hell? Have I been wrong this whole time? Are they different people? I don't believe this, I'm seeing double. Mankind is out at ringside and Dude Love is in the ring. How is this possible? I don't think Henry has even realized yet that Mankind is outside the ring. But I think it's going to blow his mind if he does see it. Oh, and there's that face plant. Mankind pacing back and forth outside the ring. As we got a cover here from Dude Love. And Mark Henry getting the hell out of there for... Wait a minute, there we go. Mark Henry. He's definitely just seen a ghost. How is this possible? Mankind is at ringside in support of Dude Love. You are not seeing things. I mean, I guess it could be anyone under that mask. We don't really get a close look, but... Oh, and now the mandible claw once again on Mark Henry with Mankind at ringside. The former ECW World Heavyweight Champion has had a rough couple or rough week, and the mandible claw, I think Mark Henry was just too much in shock. He didn't know what the hell was going on. I've never seen anything like it. Well, he's out of here. Mankind is gone. And Dude Love, the ECW General Manager, has just defeated Mark Henry with help from Mankind. I don't know what to say. I'm honestly, I'm in shock. This is one of the strangest occurrences I think we've ever had on ECW, and this show has been weird from the moment it came back. Well, I guess congrats to the general manager of ECW, and a tough loss for Mark Henry, who is still due a rematch against Stone Cold in the future, but this is going to really set him back a little bit on the momentum scale. As we move towards our next match of the night, I believe the Hardcore Champion Ryback is in action.
Representing the Anarchists from the other side of darkness, weighing 264 pounds,
Gangrel, the representative of the Acolytes, on his way to the ring here tonight. The Acolytes will be getting first shot at the World Tag Team Champions, a non-title matchup. It'll be Bradshaw and Farouk, who haven't teamed in a while, as Gangrel has really taken a shine to Farouk and been teaming with him lately. Bradshaw and Farouk teaming up for the first time in a while to face off against the brand new ECW World Tag Team Champions Epico and Primo. That match is immediately following this matchup. But here tonight, Gangrel is set to face off in a non-title matchup with the Hardcore Champion Ryback, who is currently on, I think, a little bit of an undefeated streak. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I think this guy has a very, very bright future. Ryback making his way to the ring here tonight with that Hardcore Championship round his waist, and I do wonder when and if that championship will be taken away from this man, how it will all come to an end for him, because truthfully, he seems pretty damn indestructible. At least on the surface, I can't see a way that anyone's going to be able to overcome Ryback and take that championship away from him. Here we go, Ryback and Gangrel set to compete, and there you see the strength of Ryback on display almost immediately. Don't be surprised if we see some kind of involvement from the Acolytes in this one. I know they'll be watching this very carefully as their leader Gangrel has really tried to relight the spark in their career, formerly known as APA. The Acolytes, they got off to a pretty strong start here on ECW, but unfortunately they seem to have fizzled out a little bit. I believe with Unforgiven about 6 weeks away or so, you know, ECW's next pay-per-view, you're going to be wanting to see who's going to be facing off for what. And one thing that I think definitely sparks a lot of interest, at least for me personally, is the Television Championship, which will be on the line in our main event. We saw last week Cesaro, oh, meat hook clothesline, never mind, this one might be done. I might have to pick up that thought later. Ryback, always making quick work of his opponents. Shell-shocked on Gangrel. And here's the cover. Oh, and the foot under the ropes keeps Gangrel alive, but I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing. Yes, I was going to say the Television Championship will be decided in our main event. Last week we saw the Big Show defeat Ken Shamrock to retain the Television Championship, but it was what happened afterwards that leads to an interesting matchup here tonight. Cesaro facing off with a Big Show from the ramp, saying he's not done with him. He wants another shot at the Television Championship. While Big Show has accepted on both fronts, he has said that he'll give Ken Shamrock a shot and he'll give Cesaro a shot in an elimination triple threat for his Television Championship. That is our main event tonight. Big Show says he wants rid of both the former champion and Cesaro, who has been a thorn in his side since this all began. That triple threat is going to be Big Show's opportunity to get rid of them both once and for all. There's no question about it. Here's the cover. Second shell-shocked, and that time, foot nowhere near the ropes. And Ryback making extremely quick work of the Vampire Lord Gangrel. That was very easy for the big guy. Ryback continues his momentum. He keeps that streak. Remember to always vote down below for who you want to see challenge Ryback for the Hardcore Championship. Truthfully, I don't know what it's going to take to stop this guy, though. What a victory. Ryback keeps that momentum rolling as we move towards our next match of the night. Maybe Gangrel's disciples will do better than he did, as the Acolytes face off against the brand new ECW World Tag Team Champions, Epico and Primo.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, Farouk and Bradshaw, the Anarchists.
These guys seem to be getting more back to their roots here tonight. Coming down to the ring. Alongside, without, I should say, their leader Gangrel. Interesting to see how these guys perform without him around. As I say before, it seems like Gangrel is really taking a bit of a shine to Farouk. Not so very much on the side of Bradshaw. Seems like he's kind of getting in between these guys, I've got to say. Maybe I'm just over-speculating, but it seems like there's a bit of favoritism to one over the other with who he's been teaming with. And look at this right here.
At a combined weight of 435 pounds, the ECW World Tag Team Champions, Primo and Epico.
A bit of a mixture of popularity on the reveal that these guys basically ran the Road Warriors and a town, a very popular combination. The Road Warriors here on ECW. You know, there was literally a rally to get those guys to team up again because people wanted to see it so bad. But truth be told, I think it was such a career-defining moment. These guys winning the ECW World Tag Team Championships. I don't think a lot of people are too upset when you remember that these guys have finally captured tag team gold here on ECW. It has been a long path towards the gold that is round their waist, and here tonight they got a lot to prove in their first night as tag team champions. As Bradshaw going to start things off here, I believe that's Epico in the ring, starting things off against Bradshaw, and he's starting things off with a little bit of mind game. He's got two very different fighting styles in that ring right now. The big man Bradshaw and little athletic Epico. I just tell you now, the one thing I'm really hoping is that the end of Epico's reign as champion doesn't come from an injury and a forced vacate. But it has happened on more than one occasion that he has been put out of action. And it is all thanks to that there in the corner, what you see, the announce table, that he has put himself through on more than one occasion. I think a lot of people realize that is a weakness of Epico's.
And we're going back between the ropes.
Bradshaw, I think, a little bit flustered at the speed and charisma of Epico. I don't really know what charisma has to do with it. I just couldn't think of a better word.
Epico squeezing down on the
Just
head.
all over the place. So fast, so effective. How do you keep up?
Fantastic counter there for Bradshaw.
Bradshaw, a real powerhouse. Going for the tag there to Farouk. These two came in as a team. They're like brothers.
A lot of mercy to be shown here.
Simply sought out Gangrel to help turn their careers around after a lengthy feud with Team DZ. Saw these guys struggling to get anywhere near the World Tag Team Championship. Well, here tonight is their major opportunity. If they can beat Epico and Primo, they are first in line for a World Tag Team Championship opportunity. Just said before, Unforgiven coming in, I believe, about a month and a half's time. That's going to be a very important night for everyone involved in this ring, as it is, once again, ECW on a grander stage.
Got the arm up. Epico from
I'm going to have a little something to prove.
huge reversal.
One tie up there. Nope, Farouk turning things around. Ducks the clothesline, and there's a bit of a reversal by Farouk, who's taking control of Epico, who has not yet tagged in Primo. Wonder what kind of condition these guys are in after such a grueling tag team championship match back at SummerSlam just 2 days ago. 48 hours is not a lot of time to recover from a match with the Road Warriors. I must admit, the Acolytes are looking pretty fresh in this one.
Now, who does a methodical pace benefit, Kate?
Well, whenever the dominating competitor takes his time, it gives everybody a chance to catch their breath.
That always just about isn't long enough.
Oh man, you don't want to get on this guy's bad side.
Farouk now making the tag to Bradshaw as the Acolytes continue to dominate Epico. They are really keeping this guy on his own. Nice attempt at a move there. Bradshaw making sure Epico doesn't get to his partner Primo. Think about these guys, as they may seem small, but that backstabber of theirs, that is a vicious move. Any one of them can deliver at any given time. And, I mean, it was able to put down a Road Warrior. I don't know if we've seen the last of Animal and Hawk, so to speak, but they've walked out here on ECW. They've said they won't be back. We'll see about that as time goes on. Drop kick attempt there. Reversal by Primo. Oops, so Primo up on the rope. Big chop across the chest. Oof. Heard that one. And a drop kick by Farouk and a tag made to Bradshaw. You see the fluid tagging in and out of the Acolytes as they continue to dominate Epico. Another cover attempt. Or, no, that's Primo, sorry. Epico did get out of the ring. It really is just a hair I use to tell them apart, because otherwise, I mean, they may as well be brothers.
Man, DDT'd right on his face.
Primo controlling the arm.
You see here into the corner.
The tag is made.
Here comes Epico.
Call your friends. Let them know what's going on right now in this awesome match.
Epico. Nice dodge there.
Primo's a crafty fighter. You have to have eyes
Into the
back here.
corner goes Epico as the Acolytes continue to dominate both Primo and Epico. Very vicious in their style.
Farouk into the headlock.
These guys are giving it absolutely.
How on earth the World Tag Team Champions going to bounce back from this one? Well, here you go. This could be a good start. Epico, this could be a good start. There you go. Tag made. Primo coming off the top. Crossbody drops down on Farouk.
From that crossbody. Primo goes by.
You know, I think it goes without saying, any match that you see Primo and Epico go into, even though they're holding those tag team championships, they're still the underdogs. These guys have got a long way to go before I think people really realize the potential that they possess. Yes, they defeated the Road Warriors. There are a lot of people that think that was a fluke. They've got a long way to go to continue to prove themselves. This arm drag there is now Farouk. Oh, big slam. Cover attempt here on Primo. Nope, still not enough. What is Farouk gonna do here?
And there's a tag.
Tag made to Bradshaw. Teamwork coming into play. Classic tag team combination there. You can't go wrong with it.
Uh-oh. He's in position.
It looks like Bradshaw has seen enough. Maybe quit posing and go for the finish. And here's that massive powerbomb into the bridging combination. Only a 1. Somehow only a 1.
Primo squeezing down on the head.
Tag team champions have so much heart. And that really is something that has helped get them as far as they are.
Oh, a textbook takedown.
Bradshaw seems like the kind of guy who just ripped that heart straight out, though. Kicked on the head of Bradshaw. Primo really lost in himself right now. Doesn't know what to do. Coming off the ropes. Big clothesline. Oh my god. Vicious. That's enough to put him down. No, still a kick out from Primo. Drop kick takes Bradshaw down. 7.5 minutes into this matchup. I don't feel like we've seen a whole lot of tagging in and tagging out from Primo and Epico, and I think that's a mistake. Every time Bradshaw goes for a move, Primo able to outspeed him, and that is simply the #1 thing keeping him going in this right now. Just that agility. Epico now in the ring. Someone who has definitely taken quite a bit of punishment in this matchup. He knows how to dish it out too. Bradshaw really struggling to overcome these two right now though. Striking Epico all the way into his corner as a tag is made to Farouk. This might be all she wrote for Primo and Epico. A big splash there. Here's the cover on the tag team champions. Is their first night, and their first night on the job as champions is an unfortunate one. Following in the footsteps of Chainsaw Charlie and Cactus Jack, they suffer a loss. Thankfully for them, this wasn't a tag title match, but you gotta think, that is an absolute 100% guaranteed tag team championship opportunity for the Acolytes right there. Farouk getting that deciding pin on Epico. Unfortunately, Primo and Epico both were just so physically worn out from this matchup that we see now Farouk and Bradshaw victorious. One's going to think a tag title shot is definitely in the makings. Well, anyway, up next, Stone Cold Steve Austin set to face off against Dolph Ziggler, the brand new ECW World Heavyweight Champion. Maybe he'll have better luck than the new World Tag Team Champions. Contest scheduled for 1-4 on the way to the ring. Hollywood, Florida, Dolph Ziggler. Don't bother doing your job, Justin. It's fine. I'll do it for you. One half of Team DZ, Dolph Ziggler, has picked up some main event momentum in the past, and it looks like tonight could be one of the biggest victories in this guy's career. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be hard. But I gotta tell you, Dolph Ziggler is the kind of guy you don't want to count out because he could do it tonight. He could defeat Stone Cold Steve Austin. I realize, as I'm saying it, there are going to be people that find that laughable, that find that ridiculous. Don't underestimate Dolph Ziggler. He had a great match with Eddie Guerrero a few weeks back here on ECW, and it's what earned him this spot here tonight against Stone Cold. He is considered a top-ranked part of ECW. But can he beat the champion himself? Man, listen to that pop. There it is, thank you. Crowd was dead. I mean, very fitting sight in a lot of people's minds. That championship is right at home in the hands of Stone Cold Steve Austin, who has begun his second reign in history as a world champion. Of course, the former WWE champion was the record holder for the longest reigning WWE championship reign until The Miz overtook him last year, going on early this year. Stone Cold ruled SmackDown last year, and now it looks like he's come to do the same here on ECW with that ECW World Heavyweight Championship finally in his hands. Business. Mark Henry wanted to go one-on-one with Stone Cold. He wanted that rematch. He has not gotten it just yet, but it is due in the future, one would have to assume. I must correct myself, I was wrong. I believe it's actually 8 weeks until Unforgiven, which will be the very next week after SmackDown pay-per-view Hell in a Cell. I'm a little bit off on my prediction. for when Unforgiven was due. I had a quick look at the calendar. I got that completely wrong.
The title's not on the line. But if he can beat
Dolph
the
Ziggler
champion,
not exactly
he'll go
getting off to
all
the
way
strongest
up
of
the
starts
way
here.
up the rankings here in the
I feel like with
WWE.
Stone Cold Steve Austin, Dolph Ziggler is going to be more about a battle of endurance. You're not exactly going to see a standard headlock technical battle with Stone Cold Steve Austin. These are two very different fighting styles, and obviously that poke to the eye might have been just the perfect creation of an opening for Dolph Ziggler here tonight in this semi-main event. Normally the world champion would main event his weekly show, but following this one we got a major triple threat matchup which we could not pass up on the opportunity to give the main event spotlight to. Big Show defending the ECW World Television Championship against both Ken Shamrock and Cesaro in a triple threat matchup.
Ziggler controlling the head.
Oh, come on now. That was just uncalled for.
Ziggler really getting the best of
Dolph Ziggler.
Stone Cold Steve Austin right now.
What a kick that was. Ziggler into the headlock.
Into the corner goes Stone Cold. Dolph Ziggler slow on the trail.
Mostly because Dolph Ziggler won't let you.
There it is. Stone Cold Steve Austin taking back control.
Austin from behind.
What a victory it was at SummerSlam, getting the real best of Mark Henry. I mean, he pinned the champion to become World Heavyweight Champion.
From all your favorite superstars.
Some could argue that means Eddie Guerrero could still be due a shot, as he was not defeated in that triple threat match. He just didn't win.
This match will
But Eddie has remained silent since losing the World Heavyweight Championship match at SummerSlam. There has been no sighting of him here tonight at ECW. Hope he has taken that well. I hope he's able to come back in stride.
I have a strong feeling that these guys will throw caution to the wind and just go full steam ahead. Oh, and he lands that
Austin
one right
face
the
to
head.
face with Dolph Ziggler, who obviously said something to him there to make him snap and start striking like
It's a
that.
move by Dolph Ziggler.
And now Stone Cold Steve Austin, he's got to reach those ropes. I mean, they're right next to him, yet they feel so far away, and he got there.
And there's the elbow. These superstars
Put him
are
off the
so
ropes. Dolph Ziggler. Look at the impressive way that Dolph Ziggler has managed to control this match with the World Heavyweight Champion right now. There's no doubt about it. Dolph Ziggler, you know, he's got a hell of an ego on him. This guy really thinks that he is the future of this business. When you see the way he's able to manhandle someone like Stone Cold Steve Austin when given the chance, just using that technical prowess of his, yeah, absolutely, Dolph Ziggler has got a very bright future ahead of him.
He's got evil intentions.
This could be bad. Wait, what's he doing? Superplex.
Big superplex drops him down.
And that punch lands
Stone Cold able to recover from that superplex. Seems to have awoken something in him there.
Ziggler has a very high IQ. He has a pre-law background from Kent State. So you know with that background, he's game planned very well for this matchup.
Coming off the ropes, Dolph Ziggler. Ooh,
And the
got him
sound
there.
of human flesh on the ground echoes around the arena.
Around the arena.
Drop
German
right on the back
suplex
of the
dropping
head.
down Stone Cold Steve Austin.
German suplex.
I just said that. And the ropes catches him, psyching out Stone Cold there with that whip back.
Ground game takes a toll on him both mentally and physically. Dolph Ziggler has an incredible
Dolph has really gotten the best of the champion right now.
both high school and collegiate records in wrestling.
This is kind of shocking to witness, but yeah, Dolph has really got the champion where he wants him.
What a body shot.
Austin trying to fight back here, but it looks like Dolph really getting the best of him, and now Austin fighting out of that one. Scoop slam.
Look at that scoop slam.
Austin squeezing down on the
Big
head.
clothesline.
He got dropped.
Dolph just not letting up. I mean, the thing is, Dolph knows this is a make or break match. If he beats Stone Cold Steve Austin tonight, he could be the man facing Stone Cold Steve Austin at Unforgiven, if not sooner, for that ECW World Heavyweight Championship.
A quick punch to the gut.
He knows what's on the line. He knows what he needs to do.
Drives the elbow down again.
Austin quickly whipping Dolph Ziggler and right on his trail, but Ziggler's just so fast thinking.
Folded up, end over end.
Countered by the
This is a very different challenge to what Stone Cold is used to. He's dealt with the high-flying antics of one Eddie Guerrero. He's dealt with powerhouses like Mark Henry, and even, you know, someone witty like The Miz who can be that bit cunning. Dolph Ziggler seems to be a great combination of all three. I mean, I don't know so much about the powerhouse. One thing Dolph Ziggler is that Stone Cold really hasn't faced yet is someone with such technical prowess, someone who really knows their way around the ring and can really make that work for them. And that is exactly what Dolph Ziggler is doing. You're seeing that real amateur background here come into play, and it is really getting the best of the champion right now. Let's look at this. Austin staggering to his feet as he takes Dolph Ziggler back into the ring. You got Dolph trying to wear Austin out on the outside, but not going to happen. Not today.
A reversal by Stone Cold. Elbow drop. Missed him.
Stone Cold sending Dolph off the ropes. Big rolling elbow drops Dolph Ziggler flat down. Perfect opportunity to go for a cover, but no. Not quite enough just yet. And Dolph going straight in for the sleeper hold. I mean, we've never seen Stone Cold submit. This would be shocking, to say the least. We ain't going to see it here. He might have just awoken something I don't think he was prepared for with that attempt at making Stone Cold tap out. I think Stone Cold's starting to realize, perhaps even starting to gain a level of mutual respect for, well, I don't know about mutual, but gaining a level of respect for Dolph Ziggler. The way this man is fighting, I think really throwing Stone Cold Steve Austin off of his game. He knows now exactly what I've been saying. Dolph has got nothing to lose from this matchup, but he has got a hell of a lot to gain. Stone Cold is at his peak. He is at the top. He is the world champion. It is now his duty to remain at the top.
Reversal. Austin has the arm. Austin squeezing down on the head.
Austin trying something new here as he works over the arm of Dolph Ziggler. Guess you can't get that sleeper hold in quite so easily, huh? Drops the elbow on the head of Dolph Ziggler. Austin now stumping a mud hole. And Austin, you notice how the, oh wow, I was about to say the momentum has really changed in his favor, but no, Dolph, the perfect reversal there. And then you see a kick out by Austin. And once again, look who's in control. No, not for long though. Sending him flying. No, Austin. Perhaps learning a thing or two. You can really see the quick thinking now coming in from Austin. Dolph has got this man thinking. He's got this man working in a way that I don't think he's quite used to.
Austin has the headlock.
Drops him flat there on the corner. Stone Cold kick to the midsection. Stunner! That came out of nowhere. Stone Cold Steve Austin with the stunner as he hooks the leg. Hands are within reach of the rope, but Dolph didn't realize it, but he manages to kick out. Dolph Ziggler is kicked out of a Stone Cold stunner. That is impressive.
Ziggler controlling the head. Ziggler with a nice
Take down there, gets Stone Cold flat on the mat. Austin fighting back. You see how busted open Dolph Ziggler is. I can't tell if that's from when he was dropped on that turnbuckle earlier on or the stunner that followed it, but one of those two has busted him open pretty bad. Gotta wonder how he's going to be able to continue to compete in the condition that he is in.
That wasn't very accurate.
Austin has found his target. And this is a wise choice on behalf of the ECW World Heavyweight Champion. Dolph using any strength he's got to power out. Gotta give credit where it's due. That's impressive. That's quick thinking. Once again on display. God, look at the state of Dolph's face though. How is this guy going to continue to compete? Hey, if he beats Stone Cold tonight, he's absolutely earned it. This is exactly the opposite of what I was talking about, though. And wow, there you go. Stone Cold Steve Austin not going to stand for that one.
Oh, did you see that knee?
Austin working over the bloodied head of Dolph Ziggler. He knows he's got to do something big here to get this victory.
He saw that one coming.
Dolph trying to create some kind of separation from him and the champion.
In a shot to the solar plexus.
This is going to go down as a real diamond here on ECW. This has been a great matchup here tonight, and this isn't even our main event. Ooh. Not afraid to get his head dirty with Dolph's blood there. Right to the eyes, and Dolph Ziggler. Big German suplex. We know the neck is a weak point on Stone Cold Steve Austin. They're on the exposed flooring. That is going to do some serious damage. And it looked like Dolph was telling the referee to hurry up and count. I mean, he's willing to take this win by any means necessary, but Austin is back in the ring. I think Dolph realizes he wants that win so bad, but he knows he can't just get it via pinfall on Stone Cold tonight. Not in the condition that he's in. So he'll take a win in whatever way he can. Stun gun got him off the ropes there. Could be the perfect opening. No. Notice how Stone Cold puts that forearm into the bloodied forehead of Dolph Ziggler after that first pin attempt there. Really trying to wind in just how damaged that face is. Seems like it's becoming a battle of survival for Dolph now. He was at one point really in control in this matchup, and I think that has just really turned around. And here comes Daniel Bryan, the tag team partner of Stone Cold. I mean, of Dolph Ziggler. Sorry, not Stone Cold. He's definitely not the tag team partner of Stone Cold. But Dolph actually looked a little frustrated there. He looked like he didn't want Daniel Bryan out here at ringside. Sledgehammer in the ring, and here's a cover off that Fez press, and Austin telling Bryan exactly where to go.
There's a takedown.
I guess in a way, you know, this is a big proving moment for Dolph Ziggler. He doesn't want Daniel Bryan tainting it. And Daniel Bryan storming off after being struck by the ECW World Heavyweight Champion. And a kick to the midsection, and another stunner there. And Dolph Ziggler using his wits, using his ring surroundings there, and referee accidentally struck Stone Cold with a sledgehammer as he was removing it from the ring, and that has created an opening for Dolph Ziggler. Is he going to capitalize? Ziggler frustrated. Unusual to see Dolph Ziggler actually upset at the involvement from Daniel Bryan. Big German suplex drops Stone Cold flat down. Ziggler knee lift across the face. Really trying to wipe the blood out of his eyes there.
The slower and slower he is getting back to his feet.
I really thought of that second stunner Stone Cold to have the job done. Ziggler wise with the ropes. He just keeps finding ways to hang in there with the big dog right now. The man on top here on ECW.
He may have to tap out right here.
And he makes it to the ropes.
Missed him.
See, this is just pure arrogance. This is the side of Dolph Ziggler that is going to keep letting him down. You got to focus. Why would you even try doing that right now when you got that blood pouring from your head? That blood rush isn't going to do him any good.
Dodges to the side of that one. The knee.
Austin just being as vicious as humanly possible. He knows. He's realized, I think, just how tough Dolph Ziggler can be.
Another shot with the boot.
You see Austin, he is resorting to anything and everything to wear this man out. Just seeing strike after strike. Dolph going to do here? German suplex. Say maybe bridge that into a pin, but I guess he didn't get the chance. Dolph standing tall over the champion right now. And he's going in for the sleeper again. Dolph Ziggler going in for that sleeper hold again. Austin right up in those ropes. Yeah, I was going to say that was not a wise place to go for those. You might want to try using the zigzag, buddy. Might have better luck with that.
What a display of power.
Austin really winding in on those cuts on the face of Dolph Ziggler, trying to really grind in just how bloodied and battered Dolph Ziggler is. And oh boy, here we go. One has got to think, if this stunner connects, this one is all over. Turns him around. Stunner once again. Dolph Ziggler sent flying off the impact from that one. Here's the cover. It was a valiant effort and an incredible one at that. But Dolph Ziggler unfortunately suffering a loss there. I mean, he went 15 minutes plus toe-to-toe with the world champion. Austin showing respect to Dolph Ziggler. He has earned that in the eyes of the Rattlesnake. And that is one guy you do not see shake a lot of hands. What a closing moment. What a way to close out that match. Really couldn't have ended better if you ask me. As we move towards our main event for tonight, the television championship is on the line. It's Big Show defending the title against both Ken Shamrock and Antonio Cesaro in an elimination style triple threat next.
Triple threat match is scheduled for one fall and is for the ECW World Television Championship. Making his way to the ring, standing 7 feet tall, weighing 441 pounds, he is the ECW World Television Champion, The Big Show.
Big Show wants nothing more than to leave both the former man to hold that championship, Ken Shamrock, and a man who has crossed paths with Big Show on more than one occasion, Antonio Cesaro. He wants both these guys off his back as soon as physically possible, and he is looking to rid them of his life tonight in this triple threat match. Once they lose this one, they are out of the picture as far as he is concerned. You gotta ask yourself, can the Big Show do it? Can he finally be free? These guys, they have wanted that championship for quite some time now. I don't know which one I'd say has crossed them more, but they've both definitely been in pursuit for quite some time. I think I'd have to say Cesaro has definitely gone down as one of Big Show's greatest rivals thus far. Speaking of Cesaro, where is he? Big Show waiting in the ring. And hang on a minute, Cesaro going to try and pull a fast one in this important of a matchup. Ken Shamrock, what are you doing? Help him! Get in there! Do something! No, that doesn't make sense following what we just saw. Well, Shamrock had the choice to stop that and get involved in any way, and he decided to stand by and let it happen. Big Show, I believe, will go down in history if he can continue on the successful path that he is on, as the first man to hit 50 victories in his career. I don't believe anyone has achieved that just yet. Let me just quickly check that. Fact check that. The wiki is very up to date at the moment, so... What is Big Show? I think he's at like 40 something. 43 wins to 16 losses. He has, I believe, what is undisputed, you can't argue it, the best win-loss record in this series thus far.
I can't believe this is a no disqualification match. We could see anything in this one.
He's in a bad spot here.
Do wonder how the Big Show will survive following the pre-match attack there from Antonio Cesaro. 20 minutes on the clock, triple threat elimination style, and it looks like Cesaro wants to try and get rid of Ken Shamrock really quickly here.
These are great competitors.
Antonio Cesaro making sure to grab the pinfall, but Shamrock with a quick kick out. Big Show going to try putting his weight on Shamrock, but Shamrock's still kicking out. It's crazy to think that if Cesaro hadn't turned his back on Big Show, those two could have been the inaugural, I don't know where the B came from. They could have been the inaugural ECW World Tag Team Champions. No doubt in my mind, they would have made fantastic World Tag Team Champions. I don't know if the Road Warriors would have ever won them. I don't know if Epico and Primo would have ever won them. I don't know if Cactus Jack Chainsaw Charlie would have ever won them. I truthfully believe that Big Show and Cesaro would be champions from the moment those titles debuted to this very day. Bulldog drops Ken Shamrock on his face.
He was in the Swiss Army at one point.
Big knee to the head of Shamrock, who is getting worked over by Antonio Cesaro and Big Show, despite the fact that it was a pre-match attack from Antonio Cesaro on the Big Show that started this one off. One would have to assume, perhaps they both agree they want to settle this between each other and get Shamrock out of the picture. And Big Show did successfully retain against Shamrock just last week on ECW. Have to defend against him again. I could see, you know, not being too thrilled about that. Look at the power of Ken Shamrock. That is incredible. Look, the mat goes the Big Show and Cesaro tying up the arm. Antonio! Antonio, look at me, Antonio!
Thus far, this has been a very physical, very intense, anything-goes contest. The toll these competitors have taken is insurmountable. A battle of wills now. WWE fans watching this match all around the world.
Oh, a huge slam. Ouch. Man, this is one of those matches you just like to sit back and enjoy watching. Did you hear how his leg connected? Ooh.
The way these three guys are really facing off with each other right now. There is a lot of tension in that ring. Oh.
Big Show from behind.
Dolph Ziggler, I gotta say, with a career-defining performance moments ago, getting the respect of Stone Cold Steve Austin. That might not go any further than tonight. I know Stone Cold, that guy rides solo. He doesn't want friends. But nonetheless, you know, getting a handshake from him of all people, that was a huge moment that I'm sure Dolph Ziggler, with any luck, won't forget anytime soon. I mean, I know he's got quite the ego on him, but I would hope that he won't forget what he has accomplished tonight, and it will make him think twice before doing any kind of dastardly deeds in the future. That guy can really put on a performance when he wants to. Big Show lifting up Ken Shamrock. Look at the strength of the Big Show, who is the only man standing in that ring right now, grabbing Shamrock by his face. And I think Antonio Cesaro and Ken Shamrock would be better off working together, truth be told. I think that's where the money is for these guys right now. They need to think about working as a team. They could really do a number on the Big Show as a combination. If they truly want to get that championship away from him, why not? I know it's all about which one of those two can become the champion, and truthfully, I think it's all about which one of those two can dethrone him. But I think they really need to think about working together in this triple threat matchup. At some point, it's going to come down to a one-on-one matchup, and it's really going to be about trying to prove themselves from there on out. Big Show has definitely got a bit of a handicap. You notice that limp he's developed here. He has been worked and worked and worked. There has been a decent amount of cooperation. It's just that they can't seem to keep it going for long.
How much more extreme will this this match
Into the
become?
corner goes Big Show. Shamrock kick to the midsection.
Is there anything nastier than that move?
Cesaro driving his knee into the face of the Big Show. And Antonio Cesaro now going to pull Big Show away from the corner. There are, in fact, rope breaks, believe it or not. I know this is no disqualification, but that's one rule we can enforce. And there's a absolutely massive choke slam from the Big Show to Ken Shamrock. I would suggest going for a pin and going for it quick. And there you go. Ken Shamrock is out of here. So it is the Big Show and Antonio Cesaro for the television championship. This is what Cesaro challenged for last week. Shamrock given another opportunity. And that downfall, that fall from grace for Ken Shamrock continues. And what is now his 4th loss in a row. Since losing the title to the Big Show, he lost a one-on-one match to Stone Cold Steve Austin via countout. And now 2 weeks in a row he's lost to the Big Show when the television title's on the line. Can Big Show overcome these odds? Can he truly get these guys off his back? I think yes. I think we may be looking at a successful title defense here. But Cesaro, oh, look at this. Creative. Using the Big Show's weakened legs as a weapon. And now Antonio Cesaro has got Big Show right where he wants him. I would have allowed that, you know. We haven't had one in a while. It's fine. I knew what I was signing up for when I let them play this one out. I don't know why I didn't pick to play anyone. I just kind of forgot. And Antonio Cesaro going to do even more damage, striking him through that steel barricade. I'd go for the pin and I'd go for it quick. Big Show may be down and out. He has done so much damage to the Big Show. I think we got a new television champion, and I think we got him right here. Wise choice by Antonio Cesaro. Oh my god, he's still kicking out.
Big Show into the tie-up.
What is Big Show made of?
Antonio's being overwhelmed here.
Can't believe the height Big Show gets holding Cesaro. He could have grabbed onto that turnbuckle from there. I mean, it was his feet, so he wouldn't have reached. You know what I mean. Here's a cover attempt by Cesaro. Wait, what? What? What just happened? Antonio Cesaro took the title, but what happened to the Big Show? He just kind of overexerted himself? And Cesaro, hang on. Oh, come on, man. Come on, you just won the title. You got the job done. This just keeps going between these two. Well, nonetheless, Antonio Cesaro has done it. He has dethroned the Big Show. He is the new ECW World Television Champion. But I still don't think he's done with Big Show. I don't know how much longer this one can go on between these two, but what I do know is that is it for tonight's episode of ECW. Another monumental episode in the books. Definitely always creating history here on ECW. And what a way to close things out. I'll see you guys this Friday on SmackDown as we witness the follow-up to what went down at SummerSlam. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know down below. Don't forget to vote for who you'd like to see challenge for the Hardcore Championship. And don't forget, ECW's very next pay-per-view, Unforgiven, just a couple months away. Plenty to unfold between now and then. And this is definitely something that you're going to want to keep an eye on.